Hello, my freaky little darlings. LZL here, patriarchal member 149775518, Token Division. It's been an interesting week here in gaming land, hasn't it, folks? A week filled with tears, cheers, victories, hand defeats, and a bunch of social justice motherfuckers that you just want to smack over the head with a tire iron. Not that I'm being a misogynist or anything, whatever that's actually supposed to fucking mean nowadays, but we'll get to that another time. You know what I find truly amusing about this whole Gamergate thing? It could have very easily been avoided. All of those game developers that are losing their shit could have saved themselves all of this hassle with just 5 simple words. I fucked up, I'm sorry. You'd think it wouldn't be too hard. If they just said that, people probably would have been pissed off for a while, and then would have faded away once some new outrage came up over the horizon. I fucked up, I'm sorry. It's almost brilliant in its utter simplicity, and really, how hard would that have been? But, apparently, being a self-righteous collection of pricks means never having to say you're sorry, so here we are. The gaming journalists and developers have been closing ranks into a circle so tightly clenched it resembles a Christian sphincter in San Francisco. And I say journalists rather loosely in this instance, because online vloggers like Internet Aristocrat and Monday Matt devoted at least 5 times more journalistic effort into this than Polygon or Kotaku ever did. And within 2 days of the whole thing starting, there was this huge bombardment of over 10 separate fucking posts or articles declaring the end of gamers and the end of gaming culture, because everything has to be a fucking culture now. These people can't even let you tug one off without condemning you for contributing to jack-off culture. Which of course is sexist. Fuck, I hate these people. And it's only gotten worse now, to the point that there are so many of these, I can't even decide on which points to address. There's at least one new gaming article a day about how misogynistic and terrible gamers are, and how the gaming industry is filled with nothing but sexist pigs who glorify killing women and hurting them, and snigger the word boner every time they see a rape scene. Naturally, my fellow gamers and I have been pushing back, creating hashtags on Twitter such as boycott corrupt BJA media, Gamergate, the fire rises, etc., etc., etc. The social justice crowd has, of course, responded with their usual level of tact and tolerance. But what really interests me is the thought of exactly how much of this is genuine on their parts. I mean, sure, I don't doubt that a lot of them are really feminist fucktards, but there are probably a lot of them that are just trying to hold on to their jobs and their tenuous positions. Techraptors, for instance, was one of the few that actually tried to give positive coverage to the whole thing, and their account on Reddit took a dive into the shit can. They have a new subreddit now, and there will be a link in the below bar if you want to support them. But this isn't really surprising either. We've already talked about their attempts at completely censoring the other side of the discussion. What you'd think they'd have realized by now is that the other side in this debate is also their consumer base. Those cis-heterosexual privileged male oppressors are the ones writing their checks, and that may be telling their own customers that you think they're a bunch of rapist wannabes who should all be executed could possibly be bad for business. But, and here's the thing that I love my fellow psychopaths for, is that none of them are taking this shit lying down. The hashtag #NotYourShield that just started yesterday was a group of gamers proclaiming to the media sluts their own nationality, gender, or sexuality, and that they're also gamers and aren't going to stand for this shit. Kind of funny how the ones claiming to fight for the oppressed and the minorities are the ones being racist and sexist. But we'll get to that another time too. My ending point is this. Whether they like to admit it or not, the gaming journalists and media whores are writhing in their death throes. We can all see it. The simple fact is that the internet being what it is, nobody really needs them anymore. Any barely literate asshole with a camera that can string 2 sentences together can go and talk about games on dozens of platforms online. Probably better than these assholes can. No one in their right mind who's a gamer will ever trust these people again, and it's the best thing that could have ever happened to us. They're just trying to drag us down with them, and I say, bring it on, bitches! We survived the Virtual Boy, the Sega CD, and E.T. the game. We can sure as hell survive you. I'm out, kids.